Hello and here, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 on Hutan Pantai. Since last episode, finished up planting our soybean fields, also finished up planting a couple more rice fields here as well. Speaking of rice fields, by the way, we are, I don't know, what would you say? Small percentage. We'll just go with that. I'm small percentage of the way through field 4 here, making progress slowly but surely. Just wanted to point out, too, the hired worker kind of has an interesting way of planting this field here. So the hired worker, and he did the same thing last time, too. I mean, he plants all the long rows here, and you notice he kind of has, is that a 45? Maybe 45, whatever degree angle that is. Right there to this part of the field. So he plants this long ways, and then he'll go over here and plant this long ways. So just a kind of an interesting way of doing it. So Giants actually has, kind of a rather interesting hired worker there. Working on weeding our soybeans here, by the way. Got the hired worker working on that. And then also got the hired worker working, like I said, we got this field and then one more rice field. So this one's almost done. So one more small rice field after this one here. And then all the rice fields will be at least in process or planted at this point. So, yeah, looking good. And then we just got the fields down here on the main, or not the main farmyard anymore, the rice farmyard now. This used to be our main farmyard, so I keep calling it the main one. But rice farmyard here now. Probably just going to put sunflowers back on those. I don't know if we'll get to that here this episode or not, but we're going to start planting some corn here. Oh, you know what? Before I forget here, I want to go over to this field, Evan, because we had a slight issue on this field here again. I had this issue once before here, too. Was it? Yeah, when we were planting... What field was it here? The wheat? Yeah, because it was field 1 and 2 here. When we were planting the wheat, Evan hired the worker on this field here, didn't pay attention to him, and if we go check what he's done, this is what he's done. Yeah, not very impressive, Evan. Not very impressive. So, last time around, I used Courseplay to fix this. I'm going to see if the hired worker will fix his own screw-up here. So, we'll see what's about. I mean, the hired worker will normally be pretty good about going and filling missing spots, Evan. So, like, yeah, you need to fix this atrocity there, bud, because that's just, yeah. Anyway. Okay. How come I can't click on the tractor here? Really? Oh, I can from this job. Cool. Okay. Or from this screen. By the way, if you hear any baby noises, baby's joining us here for today's episode. So any squeaks, squealing. She's in that like squeaking, squealing phase, Evan. So she kind of went from the cuter noise phase, I would say, to the I don't know what I would say ugly, but just it's not quite as cute as the cooing and the I don't know what you call it. It's kind of the more the squawking noises. Now she's more in the screeching, screamy noises. It's interesting and kind of fun to watch how the babies go through their phases of noises, if you will, right, everyone? The first, and this is probably going back, I don't know, what, a month or two now? Oh, hard to say, everyone. You know, first noises she made, she kind of made like ooh noises. She'd be making ooh noises. And then she kind of progressed on from that, and now she's more into the screeching noises. So yeah, if you hear any screeching, everyone, that's why. Or it could just be me screeching every time, I have to get into one of the non-John Deere tractors. That'll do it too, right? Maybe that's what her problem is too. She's like, ooh, that's an ugly tractor, Dad. Get out of that thing. I know. This one here is a good one, though. This is a good one here. John Deere 8R. 8R, what is it, 340? Yeah, got the 340 here. We do have some headland for upgrading this tractor if we want to. Same goes for the Fendt as well. See what I mean? She's into the screeching. Hopefully the microphone doesn't pick that up too badly. Oh, this is definitely one of our larger fields out in this part here. I was actually debating, like, should we add field, I don't know, 44? Should we add field 44 to this? I don't know, we'll see. Maybe at some point. I mean, I don't think we'll do that here this year in the game. We do still have about $700,000 to spend, though. Not entirely sure how we're going to spend that yet. We haven't spent it. So, a couple things I do want to spend, and I talked about this here last episode. We didn't actually buy anything yet. I'm kind of hoping maybe we'll get lucky and something will go on sale. Probably won't, everyone, but, because now that we actually want it, it's like, it'll never go on sale, right? I have seen this stuff on sale, though, before. I've seen the header. I've seen the rice harvester all on sale. The rice harvester's not cheap, by the way. That's why I haven't bought the rice harvester yet, but I really want to get another rice harvester. They're about 100 grand here in the game. So, like I said, not cheap for a rice harvester. The planters aren't too bad. I think the planter's like 30, or is it 20? Might even 20,000, something like that. But, yeah, like I said, the harvester is a little bit more expensive. Then, of course, the header for our combine, we're looking at $150,000 for that. So, you never know. We got the money. Doesn't seem to be a big hurry to buy that stuff, if you ask me. So, might just wait. We're probably, 3 months out here from our grain harvest here. Talking oats and wheat there, of course. Definitely want to have another header by then, because we got 3 large fields of wheat and oats. And, yeah, I want to run both combines on that operation. So, and speaking of running both operations, might be a good time to maybe upgrade some trailers as well. Again, I'm a little bit not sure what trailers to go with, because, again, I've struggled getting some of this stuff around on this map. Though if we go to the grain elevator, I think we'll be okay. You know, back in the early days on this map, and we were going to the harbor, the harbor grain elevator all the time, or the harbor sell point all the time. That one's probably not the nicest of ones to get to for hired workers. Grain elevator isn't too bad, though, so if we're selling that way we might be okay. Maybe get a truck and a trailer. Maybe time to upgrade to a grain cart. We'll see what's that one. You don't see grain carts used, at least around where I live anyway, too frequently when it comes to grain type operations your wheat and stuff like that. At least not around where I live anyway. Just, not. The big fields aren't planted in wheat. Let's put it that way. So a lot of times you just see the combine and the truck out there when it comes to wheat, oats, that type of thing. Pay attention. I wonder what angle the hired worker has us going at here. Oh, that looks like a reasonable angle. I will take that one. I'm just thinking, should I adjust that? Because I know the last field we planted here last episode, probably wasn't the greatest of angles in my opinion. At least in my opinion. Apparently the game thought it was a good one, but then again, too often, one of the things I do for a job as a living, I know it's actually one of those, real jobs, keep hoping, President Biden would outlaw that type of thing, but apparently he hasn't, and unfortunately he's gone now. Anyway, it's a joke for the live stream, by the way. But, one of the things I do for a real-life job, is I program CNC machines, and the programming software we use sometimes has ideas about, ooh, let's do it this way. I'm like, yeah, let's not. That's stupid. So I'm thinking the same concept here when it comes to these fields. I've got the steering assist. I was like, okay, this is probably the best way to do it. It's like, yeah, that's probably not the best way to do that. That's a bad idea, but oh well. It's one of those age-old questions. I can let the software determine which way to do it. Again, probably not the most efficient in my opinion. So usually your programming software, the way the programming software wants to do it, not the most efficient. Or do I take the time to manually program it and make it efficient, right? So either A, I don't make it efficient, the program takes longer to run, or B, I take longer to program it and the machine runs quicker. Which one, right, everyone? That's usually determined by whether or not it's a production part or just prototyping or a one-off. If it's just one-off, I'm not going to take the time to make the program efficient. We're just going to run it and the heck with it, right? Now, if it's a production part, okay, now we're going to take the time to actually make this run as quickly as possible and optimize all the tool paths. And we're probably not going to follow what the software thinks is the fastest way to run. It's not going to take too long to finish this headline. Oh, yeah, we make some quick work planting with this planter, that's for sure. Looks like, I'm looking over here, looks like the hired worker's doing a good job of cleaning up his mess over here, which is good. I was a little concerned, like, is he going to be able to clean that up? But no, it looks like he's actually doing a good job. We'll have to make sure we severely dock his pay for that one, unfortunately. No pay for you there, bud. You get nothing. Oh, what's up with that little squiggly line there? That's kind of weird. Huh. It's not, the field's kind of a square corner there, so I don't know what's weird. Thought maybe like jutted out there a little bit, but I'm not seeing any anything that would indicate that there. And just a reminder here, by the way, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, don't forget to do so. Always very much appreciated. Don't forget, as always, too, if you like the video, click that thumbs up icon there. Just checking to make sure the planter raised up before I backed up. Not a thing you actually have to really worry about in the game. Don't do that in real life, though. Don't back up with your planter or seeder, for that matter. Either one of them. Never back up with them lowered in the ground. Nope. And it'll probably help if I actually lock down our steering here. Always thought it was rather interesting. John Deere's new tractors, they no longer have the globe centered on the tractor anymore. I always thought that was kind of like, I think you just want to keep it centered on the tractor. I think that would be easier that way, but... again, I've got to use some programming analogy on this one here. When it comes to programming CNC machines, just my preference here, it's a lot easier to program off the center of a tool rather than it is to try to do some weird offsets here. So I have to imagine you got to be like the same thing with steering, right, Evan? Because now your steering, your GPS globe, is now offset from the center of the tractor. So now you got to do some more math, right, to figure out, like, okay, and it's offset here. When you go around turns and corners, you think that would a lot more math involved with that, I would think. But just keep it down the center of the tractor, center, right? I don't know. What do I know? Like I said, just kind of using the tool analogy in that case, Evan, where, again, when it comes to programming machines, Evan, a lot easier to go off the center of a tool rather than trying to, go off some weird offset. Cycling through the toys here for the baby, by the way. Found it usually works pretty good. Give her a toy, she plays with it for a few minutes, then she gets sick of it. A typical baby, right? She gets sick, but okay, give her the next one. I've got a little stack of toys on my desk. It's like, okay, give her the next one. See how long that one keeps her happy. She's at that phase, though, where sometimes toys aren't the most exciting. She just likes looking at herself in a mirror sometimes. She's not vain at all. Ooh. I'm not sure at what point babies start to realize that, hey, the baby that's in that mirror is actually me. Another little interesting tidbit, too. Babies can't see color either at first. They can only see, I think it's a black and white at first. And I think the first color they can actually start to see is red, if I remember correctly. And don't quote me on the time frames on this one. I don't remember exactly. I think by the time they're like a year old, I think they can then finally see full color, I think. But yeah, when they're first born, they can only see black and white. Then they can start to see red. And I'm not sure what the next color after that is. But so if you look at some of the children's books and stuff like that, for example, like some of the really young ones, like 0 months old or whatever, you'll see they'll just be black and white. And then you'll get some of the ones that have some black, white, and red. I know a couple of the books we have are that way. They're just black and white, and then they have some red in them. Oh, let's see. What do we got? A couple more passes left on this field here yet. Looks like our lime is finally done over here. That's good. Probably should get that tractor switched back out for fertilizer. It'll probably have to be the next in-game day here, though, before we get to the fertilizer. Again, when it comes to planting that one, can't put fertilizer on top of already fertilized, planted ground here, unfortunately. And while we're going up and down the field here, too, just a couple of reminders here. If you'd like to join us in on our multiplayer servers, you can find our multiplayer server information down below in the description there. Again, anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely, follow the rules. And if you'd like to at least watch the multiplayer content, you can find the multiplayer content over on Twitch, RDAllen on Twitch. Link is down below. First, I should probably go check the hired worker over here for the rice field here. Probably done over here. Get you moved on to the next field here. Yes, he is done. Notice he finished this field. Oh, and I was talking about this here last episode. You know, I got field 31 there. Technically, it's 2 fields, right? Keep having troubles with the hired worker not want to finish those fields, everyone. So, might have to see once here if we continue playing on this map, if we can like redo those fields or something, because it's kind of annoying. And speaking of continuing to play on this map, I'm starting to debate here. Is it time for a new map here? I was kind of looking at maps. There's not a whole lot out yet. There's a couple good ones. Frankenmuth is a good one. But we've already played on that map, Evan, so it's like, I don't know. Oh, I forgot to flood this field, too. Wow. Okay, then. Not too worried about fast forward time for this one. We'll just we'll wait for that one to flood. That field doesn't take long, so... We've got to finish planting some corn and some sunflowers, and the big one there, of course, is going to be the other rice paddy. Also, I just realized, too, I should, speaking of planting here, great job. Let's go continue weeding here. Keep the weeding going on right behind our planting if we can. Oh, don't reset. I want to. How come I can't enter the tractor? Oh, I'm in it. That's why. Hey, wait a minute. How come I can't enter tractor? Oh, Kevin, we're back here. I had to go feed the baby there a minute. Someone decided they were hungry all of a sudden, so got that done here, and we're back. Let's see, what has changed here? Been gone for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes here, so... yeah, didn't have the hired worker going on that. Let's see here. Yeah, you're done on that one. We're making progress on the rice field here, and I know we just got you going, but we're going to move you to the next field here now. Start that job. I think, yeah, everything else... Yeah, that field's not going to be flooded yet. Like, it takes like an hour here. And we're only running at half time, so... Okay, back to planting. I want to see if we can get this field done, and we'll... see. Oh, we got a few minutes yet this episode. Get started on the next field there as well. So we've got, what, maybe 2 more passes left on this field yet. Oh, and let's see if we can load up some comments here a moment. What do we have from the last episodes here? Reminder again, always enjoy reading all your comments. So if you got something to say, throw it down below. Give me 3 more passes. 3 more passes. Okay. Anyway, start off with the first comment here. Jeffrey was saying, I suggest not to go backwards out of the map. That is true. He did. Jeffrey did suggest that, didn't he? And I did not listen, did I? I wonder if that has something to do with it. I'll have to try to remember that. You might have to remind me next time we're selling there, Jeffrey. Like, hey, don't go backwards with the train here. Yeah. I don't know if that would have anything to do with it or not, but again, the last 2 times we've sold with a train that we've had to rent the train more than once, everyone. Both times, the second time we had to rent the train never showed up. And yeah, per Jeffrey here, he's like, well, don't go back to the train. Is that actually the problem? strange one if it is. So maybe we'll have to remember that. Go forwards with the train. Obviously, the reason we go backwards, or at least the reason I go backwards with the train, it's a little bit quicker to get to the sell point rather than having to go forwards. It's what, I don't know, quite a bit further. I mean, you know, we're sitting down here. There's that versus, got to zoom all the way out here. We got to go all the way from there, all the way down. So yeah, probably easy. What, 4 times the distance there, somewhere in there. Russell was saying, time to upgrade your older gear. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe. And our old white tractor gets the job done. We did technically upgrade it. We upped it to the max amount of horsepower, so I think it's about 225 or something like that. And at least for the weeder, plenty for the weeder. Same thing with the Challenger there. Challenger's doing our spraying, or not really spraying, spreading, I should say. Doing good on that one. Nope. Clicked the wrong button. Okay. This next one here from Kenneth. Kenneth was saying, want to get rid of all those holes in the field? Use the console command set field state. As long as you don't change any of the settings, just hit apply and all the fields will fill in. Do that to all the fields. I thought they fixed that by taking a plow to get rid of it. It just resets all the fields is all. I'm going to try that. Let's see what's here. Yeah, you know what? We got like field 47 here has some of that. And what we're talking about here, everyone, is some of these fields. Actually, all the fields I have actually planted at the moment are okay, I think, aren't they? I'm actually not. Oh, you know what it is? The planting is okay. What we still have is we have some lime and fertilizer, and yeah, I find that kind of annoying. Like, why does it not fertilize and lime those spots, right? I mean, it won't fertilize lime. Like, we limed this field down. 36 was just limed. Same thing with 77. You can see we got just a small piece on 77. They're not too worried about it, but it would be nice to like be able to plant those parts, right? Okay, let's head up to this field here. I'll have to move that spreader off the field here in a minute. I'm actually going to start up in the corner here. For those who remember here, this whole front piece, the big kind of like a really wide U-shape steering assist will do that entire piece in one go. So rather than start in the middle of a steering line there, let's see. I'll move that tractor here a minute. We'll just park them across the road here. Whoa. For now, drop down in there just a little bit, apparently. And looking through the fog, we can just see our tractor over there. Oh, you know what? That's right. We'll probably do this, though. Let's actually try this. Because this would be a good field to try this on. I mean, nothing planted in it, so, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We have to plow the field or something. So, according to Kenneth here, we can go in here and do set field... No, it's not giving me that as command. Set, did I spell it wrong? Field state, huh? Set field state. Just double check, make sure I got the spelled right here. Set field state. Command not found, huh? I'm not sure then. I don't see this as being a valid option. Unless maybe I'm doing something wrong there, but... that does not actually seem to work. Okay, you might have to help me out there, Kenneth. What's the trick there on that one? Or do you have to have one of the developer tools? Well, developer tools is on. Do I have to have one of the developer mods, maybe? It doesn't say anything anywhere about having to have that, but I'm wondering if that's what it is. Which actually, I do have the. Oh, what is it here? You know what? I'm gonna go look. One moment. The sound's gonna go away. Power tools. Yes, I do have power tools. I had to go look. I got my mod folder up at the moment, so like I can quick tab out here and check. Christopher was saying, by the way, new mods are out today. Hey, yes, actually, you know what? I talked about this here yesterday's episode, Evan. I actually downloaded a bunch of mods here. So yeah, yesterday's episode, I could not get any of them to activate, so I don't know what's wrong. So yeah, I started off with trying to get a couple different seeders, Evan, because hey, upgrade our seeding abilities, right? but I could not get any of the seeders to work. And then afterwards, I tried some of the other mods. I couldn't get any of the other mods to work either. So, not sure what's going on with my game, but I cannot get any of the mods to work. They just, like, not working. Oh, let's see. What do we got next here? Sable Scorpion was saying, thank you, bro. You saved my survival game 3 weeks, and it was all gone. Haven't mentioned this in a while here. Again, Farming Simulator 1 has the ability, or features the ability, to back up your save games. It does this actually automatically. So if you ever lose your save game, you shouldn't have an excuse. You should be able to go right back in and retrieve that automatic save game backup. I've got a couple videos on my channel how to do that here. It is the same for all versions of Farming Simulator. It doesn't matter what version you're playing on, everyone. But yes, make sure you check that out. If you ever lose your save game, just remember, go search my channel for it, everyone. And yeah, I'll show you how to restore your save game if you ever lose it. So even if you accidentally delete your save game, everyone, we should still be able to get it back. So if you delete your save game, if it's been corrupted, you did something stupid you shouldn't have done, drag the paint thing across the map, or I've done it as well, but you accidentally. This is actually one of those situations where it comes in handy sometimes. Everyone, you're going to do like a placeable or something like that, and it just, you know how it works with giants and their placeable stuff on the map. Everyone, it just does stuff you like. Oh my goodness, like that. No. And then unfortunately, there's no undo button, right, everyone? So you have to. The only other choice you have is to like quit the game and not save it, or sometimes that's not even a choice. Like the game you go into the menu and crap, it automatically saved. Now you're screwed, right? Like, I bet you if I do this now... Oh, I was just in the menu, so it's not going to do it. But, yeah. It'll automatically save on you, whether you like it or not, right? So then sometimes you got to go retrieve a backup so you don't have that screwed up placeable that messed your land up. And now it's... Yeah. You folks know what I'm talking about. I'm sure we've all done it. Unfortunately, giants and putting placeables down is just... not good. Not good. Oh, let's see. We're done weeding. Okay, let's get you to the next field here. Ooh. Yeah, someone's making loud noises. Start the job. Hopefully he can figure his way out from there. Should be good. It's not exactly close to a road there, so how are we looking? Oh, that's right. We're gonna have to wait for that field to flood yet, and yeah, we're making some good progress on field 4 there. Making some good progress there. Speaking of progress, though, looks like it might be about time to end the progress here for this episode. So on that note, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. We're almost done with this field. We're going to get some sunflowers planted. I'll probably do that off camera here, everyone. And then next episode will probably be harvest time, I think, unless we decide to buy some fields or something. I'm not sure. We've got $700,000 to spend here yet, everyone. I think what I'll probably actually do is we're going to probably save that money. Once I get some of these mods loaded into the game, I don't know, again, why they're not loading them. Have to do a little more work on that. But maybe we can look at upgrading some seeders as well. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time.